AJ.
I'm Satin.
And welcome to Rooted in Real, where genuine conversation meets grounded perspective.
Yes, episode 9.
Episode 9, girl.
I know it.
Look at
We're
us.
really in here.
Look at us. We do a podcast, y'all. All right. The topic today is about imposter syndrome and self-esteem.
Yes.
This could get real deep, but I'm about to keep y'all a little bit on the surface because you only know my business.
Yeah. You
Now,
definitely
I
don't
might
need.
know a little bit, but not all of it.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to know my business. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care.
You don't care.
Look, the way I look at it is, if God knows, it's pretty sure some other people might know because He talks to some people. He talks to people.
And then they talk to me and tell me all my business.
All your business. Oh, you looking at me?
I am looking at you.
Oh, I'm not offended.
I think I already told y'all that she told me I was pregnant the same day that I found out that I was actually for real pregnant with an ultrasound. My first picture.
Yes.
I'm holding it, looking at it. You got something you want to tell me?
Yes. And then there is a mutual friend of ours that
It's Haley. I'm just gonna say her name. It's Haley.
I called her and I was like, you need to prepare for this baby. And she was like, oh, I don't know. Because, she was like, yeah. But also, I don't know. And I was like, yeah. Then I had a dream that she was pregnant. And I think I texted you.
And you told her first?
Oh, yeah, I told her first.
Me.
I told her, I was like, I think you're pregnant. I really think you should check into that in so many words. And she was like, no, we took a test.
Yeah.
And then she texted me and she was like, you probably already know. The Lord probably already
just
said
like
something.
when, because they weren't telling anybody the gender of the baby. And
yeah.
this one at the baby shower that we threw here, this one gonna write, we had these baby blocks that you could write on or whatever.
Right.
And she done wrote on it, it's a girl.
Because that's what the Lord told me. I thought, at the time, I really wasn't thinking. I was just like, because I had told her, and did I tell Haley?
You told me about this dream you had that was,
Yes.
listen, we didn't even get into that because I was like, how am I supposed to know what that dream means?
And
how
I
did
said-
you know what it means? She's like, it's so clear.
It's so clear. It was a girl.
It wasn't. Anyway, it was a dog that turned into a baby. It was a whole thing, y'all.
Yeah, the dog turned into a baby girl.
But the dog was a boy.
But then I didn't even know Haley had got a dog. Like, she got a dog right before she got pregnant. So
you right.
Then it made sense.
Oh, you're right. Okay, anyway, back to imposter syndrome.
Come on, now, get with it. The Lord is putting the clues right in front of you.
It was not in front of you when you told me.
well.
I was quiet. We were on FaceTime and I was like,
Yeah, she was so confused.
what did it mean to me?
And
she's
was
like, it's a girl. That's what you got in that. Cool. Me and the Lord still working on each other in our relationship because I ain't get nothing.
I keep telling you, you're not nosy enough.
I'm not nosy enough.
You're not
I
nosy
don't know what
enough.
you're talking about.
If you nosy enough, the Lord reveals secrets to you.
I'm gonna get there.
Because when you nosy, you don't share stuff. You just want to know.
You just want to know for yourself.
Right.
Your own knowledge base.
And then you also have to be trustworthy enough to pray.
To keep it to yourself and
keep
just pray
to yourself
about it
and pray. Yeah.
And not be telling nobody. All right, imposter syndrome.
Absolutely.
So it's basically when you feel like you don't measure up
That's right.
to other people or to whatever standard that you've held yourself to.
Right.
And
that you don't deserve compliments and
yes.
accomplishments that come your way.
Right. Like you just faking until you make it all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Which I feel like that happens to a lot of people, especially once you get into like a professional career.
Oh yeah.
You feel like you just faking it.
Right.
At all times. And you just doing what you gotta do to get through and get your paycheck every week.
And my thought is, if you do it right, absolutely you're faking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to fake it.
Yeah. Because
if you don't believe what you're doing, nobody else
gonna believe it.
Ain't nobody else gonna believe it.
So listen, I learned in therapy that I apparently feel like an imposter on a regular basis because I am a supervisor at my job. Right. I've never been in charge of people besides my house. And the people that live here. So I'm not always sure that what I'm doing is right. That I'm fostering relationships with the people that are under me, that I'm making sure that the interdepartmental, like other places in the hospital, that they are also here with me.
Yes.
And that I have the relationship with them to be able to go and talk about the needs of my department.
Right.
I want to make sure that I'm assertive and not aggressive or passive when I'm talking to other people about advocating for my team to make sure that we get what we need or compromise in a good way that works for both people. So I'm always like, am I doing a good job at this? I feel like I'm an imposter. Like, I'm just out here winging it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
A real regular basis.
A real regular basis.
But so far, my therapist was like, so what would be an indication to you that it's not working? That like you're not doing a great job as a leader? And I said, well, my relationships with those other leaders would be off and my people wouldn't respect me. She said, has that happened yet?
Just word, just to be word.
And I said, well, no.
Concerned about nothing.
Well, no. But, and then she's like, what butt? What's the butt? I'm like,
What's
I
the
guess I
butt?
don't have a butt. Like, I guess I don't have one. I just want to, like, I'm
That's
just
such a
making
good-
myself anxious for no reason.
Absolutely no. There are so many other things that you could really be anxious about.
Yeah.
That,
You're right.
that are important.
Find something else.
Find
and not
something
my
else.
job.
Find something else and not your job.
But so this article that we found actually tells you that there are 5 different types of imposter syndrome.
Right.
And I guess I have identified as one of them.
Yes.
First one is the perfectionist. You feel like if you don't do everything perfectly, you failed.
You have failed.
You failed.
You
And
are
what's
garbage.
You know what's crazy about that? You could be 80% right about something, but you didn't get that other 20%. And oh my goodness,
It's just
trash. It's a wash, as I like to say.
It's a wash.
It's a wash.
Yes.
And why is that? Why do I feel like the things that are in me that I'm doing that I need to be perfect at it?
But there are so many people that operate under that, and they don't even know what it is. They just know that they want it to be 100%, and they need it to be 100%. And if it's not, it throws off everything in their life. Everything is imbalanced, and everything is chaos.
Yeah.
I'm not a perfectionist, but I know that at some point in time I felt like an imposter.
Not right now. You heard that at some point in time. She didn't say right now. I feel like one.
Yeah, right now
You just out here.
I'm the GOAT. I am.
Y'all see a theme happening here?
Yes, I am amazing.
There's a theme with that.
What's that girl? I don't know the girl that sings the song, but she's hype me up. Hype me up. What's the song? I don't know it.
It's okay. I don't either.
I see the guy doing the dance.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah.
I'm old. That's all I know.
Oh,
But-
affirmations.
Well, you know what? Maybe I should do some more affirmations.
You
Maybe
should
that
absolutely.
would help
You
me.
need to do Snoop Dogg's affirmation. I sent it to you.
Affirmations. Okay,
Yeah.
listen. So being a perfectionist is...
I'm
Oh, you know
sorry.
what's funny is that at Jackson School, they do that.
I told you. I sent
In
it
the
to you.
morning.
Remember, I sent it to you, and I said you need to do this with the Jackson. And
They
you're
do
like,
it he does them himself
and you were
and they
like,
sing it.
she took it, but she's like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, Doggy Land.
Yeah.
Get into it.
Get into it.
My kids love it.
Have you ever seen somebody more confident than Snoop Dogg?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
That man is...
Top
thinks
tier.
He thinks he is it.
Yeah. I aspire to be.
All right, second one.
Yes, the superhero. Someone who feels as if they're a fraud, either at work or in a relationship. And so they work extra hard to hide their supposed inadequacy. What?
Inadequacy?
That's the word.
Yeah. I got
English is not my first language.
Although I'm pretty sure it is.
It is Ebonics.
True. Okay, so feeling like you have to do the extra work. Because like
Yeah.
I don't do that. Like I'm not
Yeah.
working extra hard to be somebody I'm not. I'm just trying to be who I am and hope you
Right.
catch it.
Yeah.
Hope it works out for me.
Yeah.
But you feel like everything you do is inadequate, so you have to do double
Right.
to make sure that you are on par with other people.
Well, I will say this, and I know that, again, not trying to group a select race or ethnicity, but I believe that Black people feel that way because we're taught that from, from an early age.
Yeah.
That we have to be better, we have to be stronger, we have to be faster, we
Yeah.
have to be all of these things and do 100% or do 150% when other maybe races and ethnicities
80.
they might not even be doing 80.
Ethnicities, baby.
Ethnicities. See, look, again, English is not my first language.
You.
It is not. Hood Ebonics.
Hood Ebonics. Ethnicity. I can
The black people, the white people, all of the peoples, all of the
The
colors.
Asians, the Hispanics,
Yeah,
all of
the
y'all.
yellows, all of them. All of them. Anyway, look.
But yes, as a black
yes.
person, it is sometimes
Yes.
the superhero thing where you feel like you have to be great at all times and you have to work harder than everybody else just to achieve the same goal as
The
them.
same goal.
That's the problem. It's the same. You're just trying to get to the same level playing field as everybody
right.
else.
The same level playing field, and that can lead to a lot of
Anxiety,
issues.
which apparently imposter syndrome is also
Yes.
synonymous with generalized anxiety disorder.
That's amazing.
I might be a little anxious sometimes.
Might be a little bit anxious
Just a
sometimes.
little bit.
Lean into it. You can get a lot accomplished.
Listen, you sound like my therapist. All right, shout out to Jalen. So then you got the third one, that's the natural genius. They judge their worth by how easily something comes to them. So if they have to work hard at anything, to master anything,
Yeah.
to do anything, they like, nah, I failed. That's it. I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed because like this math, I'm supposed to be great at math. I'm a natural math genius.
Right.
Why I can't get calculus? What you
Why
mean
can't I get it?
What you mean I gotta study?
What you mean I gotta try?
I can't look at it twice and get it. I'm an idiot.
Side note, I don't have any study skills. I don't know how to do it.
I learned how to study in college, which is why this is a side note. All my friends thought that I was not going to do well in college because in high school, like I slept in class.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. I slept in class. I did all kinds of stuff. And one of my friends, she's a doctor now, she's a pediatrician. One of my friends in high school, she was like, "You graduated first?" I graduated before everybody else. And I went to grad school.
How did you do that? And we've already discussed off camera why you did that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
well, that's another episode.
Yeah, that's another episode.
But I just wanted to be great. I wanted to finish.
Right.
I wanted to be done. I didn't want to prolong the situation of going to college. I wanted to get done. And when I say I took 17, 18 credits every single semester, and then
you did the max.
Yeah, I did the max that I could. My advisor had to sign off to let me do so many credits all the time.
I did that when I got my associate's degree.
She was like, "Well, you promised me that you'll drop one if you need to," and I'm like, yeah, I will. I'm not dropping nothing.
Lying?
So my last semester, which ended up being 3.5 years, I only had to take 4 classes because I had done so much and took classes over the summer, like all of that.
I want to say that my daughter followed that same program. I don't know if she took that many credits, but she graduated a year early, so she had to do something.
I was getting up out of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when the natural genius, when you, no study skills, but you smart as I don't know what. Anyway.
Well, that's probably why I don't have any study skills. And again,
felt like you
and this sounds like a humble brag, and it's really not. I just have no understanding. It really doesn't. It really sounds like it's not. I promise. I'm not prideful, guys. I promise I'm not.
I see a theme.
but
it comes naturally.
It did. A lot of things came naturally in terms of like academic wise.
Yeah.
And I think it just, I mean, I learned how to read really, really young. I had an uncle that is just really a big proponent for that.
I think I was like 3.
Yeah. I was younger than that. He made sure all of us, I don't know if it, anyway, I won't say.
You learned how to read young.
I learned how to read really young. A lot of things we learned how to do very, very young. And that to me came from trying to survive and be stable and all of those. Right. And so I didn't have any study skills. So when I decided to go to college, which was in a non-traditional format, I was like, well, they say read the book. I might have read the first chapter, but like, you know what? I figure I can wing it. That's where the confidence come in. I can wing it enough.
And see, there were some things that I like math. I didn't study math.
Yeah.
Like if I got to a math that I was like, I don't know what this is, that probably would have I probably would have gone to the natural genius imposter. Because like, what you mean I don't know how to do this?
I don't know how to do this.
I didn't really come across one that I couldn't do calculus was difficult. Let's do that.
Right.
But like in college, I mean, it was cool. Everything else, what I was studying was memorizing.
Yeah.
Memorizing for a test. I wasn't learning.
My memory is garbage. If I depended on that life.
Yeah, I wasn't learning nothing. What was it? Civilization 1 and 2.
I love that though.
I was not finished. She gave us a study guide that was the test. We didn't know that until we took the first one. I made sure I took both of them with her.
I know that's right.
And anyway.
I had great teachers. Or maybe they weren't great. Maybe it was just the way I perceived it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I had great teachers most of the time. Yeah.
I thought I had really, really good teachers. They were passionate about what they were teaching. I think that makes a difference.
It does make a difference, but also there were still people in your class that had to study and you didn't.
Oh, well.
So let's go move on. The fourth one, the soloist.
Just trying to find a common ground with the normals. I'm just kidding. I'm normal people.
Not the normals.
I'm normals.
The rest of us that have to study sometimes.
I promise I'm a normal person.
The soloist. Next.
Someone who feels that they need to do everything themselves. If they need to ask for help, they feel incompetent. I don't feel incompetent if I need to ask for help. I just don't ask for it.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh. She was throwing shade, y'all. You should have seen them daggers coming out of her eyes.
I'm just saying. I feel like people who grow up, maybe like you did, feel like they have to be on their own, do everything themselves, not need anybody for anything. I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man kind of person.
Right.
Whereas, like me, I need help. I've been shown that I can have help, that I am okay for needing help, and that it's fine to ask for help in general. And so, I might still have a hard time sometimes asking for it, but I know that it's necessary to have.
I think the sad thing, I can't say sad, but it probably is a sad point in my life, is that I recognize that I need help, but I still
won't ask for
still make a choice not to. I do now. I'm better now, but for most of my life, I can't even say adult life. Most of my life, it's just been, you know how to do it? Nope, figure it out.
And then you got me being like, "Hey, William,
Can you
You know
set
how to
up
do
my
this?
computer?
you know how to do this? You know how to do that?"
But I will say that hardness turned soft when I got married. Now it didn't
Yeah.
immediately. Over time, it has, and I'll actually say that and when I say over time, it really didn't happen over time. It happened when I got sick,
Okay.
and then I didn't have the ability to be able to be a soloist or to do things on my own.
Right. Right.
So then I had to rely.
You had to rely.
I had to rely.
Maybe that was the Lord telling you to sit your tail
Oh
down
yeah.
and ask for some
Oh
help.
yeah. Oh yeah. It was. It was. For those of us that have a hard head and a soft tail, that's how the Lord speak to us.
Set you down.
Yeah. Gotta
down.
destroy her body.
Just for her to be like, "Can you please get me a cup of water?
Water.
Can I have some more, sir?" Okay. The fifth one is the expert. Someone who judges their worth by how much they know. So it's not even just being able to figure something out. It's
Right.
about like, "Oh, I don't even know what that is.
I know more than everybody else.
I know more. I know about that. Oh, I know
Right.
about that. Oh, I know that too." So when you don't, then you're like, "Oh no.
If I know
Oh
something,
no,
that
I'm exposed."
I think it depends on what situation I'm in. If I know something and somebody else doesn't, do I like this person? Do I really want to help the situation? If those answers are no, I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna figure it out on your own. If this ship
I'm
is
not doing
sinking,
this
we
with
all
you.
sinking. Because I know how to swim. That's what I would say. I'm getting better, you guys.
Yeah, you are. So this article ends with telling you how you can get over your imposter syndrome.
Yes,
And one
yeah.
thing that I took from it is you make a list of all the reasons you do deserve whatever praise or accomplishment you've received.
That's good.
So looking at a physical list of the reasons you are a good employee, friend, or partner can help quiet your brain. Okay.
That's really good.
And also therapy. Work
Yes.
on that.
And counseling, spiritual counseling.
Yes. Get you some of that. Always.
Or if you find a counselor or a therapist that is also a spiritual,
Yeah.
has a spiritual relationship with God.
Because mine had the nerve to be like, "Why don't you pray about how vulnerable you want to be on your podcast episodes?"
I think I said that.
Yeah, she did. And then she was, just, today, she was like, "And why don't you see if you're going to be obedient and maybe God will guide you in the direction of
Right.
what he wants you to say because maybe it'll help somebody else." I said, "Ain't nobody ask you."
Yeah, I say that to you
for
in a
that.
different kind of way because
You
I
do.
know, I absolutely know you don't want to hear the go
Yeah.
pray part.
Yeah.
You wanna hear
I pay
it.
her, so she got to tell me what
She got
I'm
to tell you
supposed
the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
Yeah.
say it to you, I just say it differently.
you do.
Maybe we should seek God and find out. Or what I've done in the past is I sought God. So, I mean, it worked out for me. I'm
Yeah.
sure it can work out for you.
God help me. He probably help you
He
too.
can probably help you too because
Okay.
I'm a dressed up mess. So I know if he can help me.
He can help anybody.
He can help anybody. He can save me. He can save anybody.
But another aspect of imposter syndrome is having low self-esteem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you might not always have it when you feel like you're an imposter, but it can definitely contribute.
Right.
Now, this article I found from ThriveWorks, it's a website where you can find a therapist. I know we say that all the time, y'all, but we really do care about therapy and helping y'all be better humans and growing.
And more people need it.
They do. So this one actually tells you some of the most common low self-esteem symptoms. Because
Right.
to me, a lot of people feel like when I say I have, or like if somebody says I have low self-esteem, you automatically assume that it's like, oh, you don't like the way you look.
Right.
Or you don't like, something physical about
And that's
yourself.
not all that it encompasses.
And that's not all that it is. So some of the symptoms are negative self-talk, constant comparison to others, feelings of inadequacy in comparison to others, feelings of worthlessness, difficulty accepting compliments or positive feedback, just like the imposters, social withdrawal, loneliness, emotional sensitivity, and lack of self-care.
Right.
So generally, like my self-esteem, I will not call it low. We're gonna go with moderate.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
we're
that's a good
working on,
way.
if we're on a scale here, it used to be low and it is now on the moderate side and getting higher.
I agree.
But I definitely have inward, like, negative self-talk and feelings like maybe I don't matter as much as I think I do.
Yeah.
Now, we know
You
that
do.
you were confident and that does not happen to you.
It has.
It has in the past, but right
Yeah.
now, not today.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I'm that girl.
She that girl. What
Yeah.
did you say? I can't remember what you said earlier, but I was like, oh yeah, you can't lose.
I can't lose. All I do is win,
Can't
win, win, no
lose.
matter what.
Hey.
Got money on my mind. I can never get enough.
But listen, There are a lot of people out here that struggle with self-esteem issues and don't know how to fix it.
Yes.
So the feeling of worthlessness, if you are on this earth and God is the one that placed you here, you are never worthless.
That's right. You are worthy.
You are all, yes, you are worthy.
Yeah.
You are able.
Right.
And somebody wants you around.
Yes. And you have the way that, well, I can't say the way. I'm not a professional, but the way I would say you build yourself up is you have to look at yourself and you have to tell yourself the same way that negative talk takes over your life, the way you rehearse it in your head, you have to vocalize the positivities. You have to vocalize the goodness. You have to vocalize, I am worthy. Right. You know, I am needed.
Or like
right.
You looking inside and say, nobody loves me.
Right.
No, that's not true. God loves me. My parents love me. My kids love me. My husband loves me. Satin loves me. Like you just.
Yeah, you have to vocalize it.
And more than one thing. You gotta, if you're gonna say one bad thing about yourself, you gotta at least counter it with three things. That are positive about yourself.
Yes.
And you gotta do this repeatedly. This is not something that, like you said in the mirror one time, you like, okay, yeah.
Right. And then
I'm
also
cool now.
Visually, you need to place it around the house. I think I've said this to you before about scriptures. Write them down. Put them up where you can see in your everyday tasks. And when you look at those things, you automatically, I mean, we do it naturally when we're in the line at the grocery store. We look around, we look at stuff and we read. It works the same way if you're at home. Put those positive thoughts, put those good things, put those affirmations that you want to, and
let it get in your spirit.
Right. Get them in your spirit. If they get in your spirit, nothing else can shake it. I'm telling you. If it gets there, it might have a little dirt to cover it every now and then, but you
blow it
Dust
off.
it off.
Blow it off.
Absolutely.
The one that got me was the constant comparison to others, because I never really thought about that as having low self-esteem, but feeling feeling like you are less than other people, and you're only looking at them from the outside looking in, like you don't even know what's really going on in their life.
Right.
But you just
they could be a hot mess.
They could be, but what you see is what's happening outwardly. That they're so confident, or they have this house, or they have this car, or they love themselves a lot, and look at me, like I don't even like myself.
And see, that's the power of the Lord. Because that's me, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a dressed up mess. He dresses it up because what you're going through in order to pull and draw others in, he doesn't need them to see all of the nasty bits. Not all the time. Now, it is good, to help draw other people in, but it's not.
To be relatable.
To be relatable, but some stuff don't need to be seen. I don't need to know how the sausage is made.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's nasty. But
don't read the ingredients on the bologna. Just eat it. I'm just saying.
Not the bologna.
I'm just saying.
But that is true. So sometimes you really do have to tell yourself, I have what I need.
That's right.
Now, do I want more? Sure. Do I want a bigger house? Do I want more of this for that for my kids? Do I want more land? Yes. Do I want my garden to be bigger? That sort of thing. Yes. But right now, you have to be content in what you have.
Right.
And tell yourself that repeatedly.
Because God tells us, be content in all things.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean
you can't have anything new.
That's
you can't
right.
have something else when you can't appreciate and take care of what you currently have. You have to take care of the little things before he'll ever trust you with anything big.
That's right. And you have to prove faithful over it. It's not just having it and doing nothing with it. Like the parable. God gave these 3 men such and such. What are you going to do with the thing that he gave you? You bury it. You try to, gamble it, try to get more money of it.
Right.
Or do you save it? The goal is to increase.
Increase. In the Lord.
Increase. Enlarge my territory.
Enlarge my territory.
Yes.
Let me see. So I did see in this article about the 3 C's of self-esteem. And they are competence, confidence, and connection. So in other words, competence. So the other words for these are for 2 of them: autonomy for confidence, and then relatedness for connection. Having connection and social connections with other people, relationships, helps your self-esteem.
It does.
Because for one, like I said, you telling me, girl, your hair look good today.
It looked good today.
Like,
it does.
You know what I mean? Like, or I told you, when I was looking at you, I was like, she talking to me, and I'm looking at her hair like, oh, that's so nice. I love the style that you did to your hair. And I'm like, I'm distracted. And she's like, oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Like that, having friends that hype you up will help your self-esteem.
It will. It will.
It's going to make you feel better about yourself. Even if you can't see it, knowing that somebody else sees it without you even saying anything.
Yes.
It has to make it true, right?
It is true.
Or at least you can feel that way.
God does that.
You feel it.
God does that a lot with people. He'll allow other people to see your giftings and your callings before you actually see it. Or you've already seen it, but you don't believe it.
Yeah.
You know, you're not. You
You're
don't
like,
have
how am
enough.
I gonna do that?
Right. You don't have enough esteem, or you don't have. You're a perfectionist, so you want to know the ins and the outs, how to do it, how everything's gonna work out. We've had this discussion before about reading or just certain things, and you would say, "How do you know that? What do you do? Like, what made you be like, okay?"
Yeah.
And I understand this. I know that God is speaking to me, or I know that God is working in me, and I know my gift. I was like, I have no idea. I feel like growing up, you know, I was told the opposite of what I feel now. And I think I was just strong-willed or hard-headed enough to be like, you're wrong. I don't agree with what you say.
Yeah, let's talk about the connection. Not a dysfunctional connection.
Yes.
You know,
disrespectfully, you're wrong.
Disrespectfully, you're wrong.
Disrespectfully,
wow, not
you're
even
wrong.
Respectfully.
No,
disrespectfully.
No,
Which
anybody
is appropriate.
Well, anybody knocking you down, you need to be disrespectful too. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, look, y'all, I'm not a professional. Don't take my advice. This is not what God would say to do. He would say to respect all people. And I say,
be a little disrespectful sometimes.
Be disrespectful to them jokers trying to tell you ain't what you are.
Yes. Now, one of the other ones, the other C is competence.
Yes.
People, a lot of times when you feel like your knowledge base is not where it should be, and not just like the imposter of, you know, you know everything, just in general, when you feel like you don't know things that you should know,
right?
It can make your self-esteem low. So like, I will give an example.
Yeah. Your life.
I'm a physical therapist, right? But I work at a hospital. I've never worked in an outpatient clinic.
Oh, yeah.
Or anything like that.
We talked about this.
And I do feel like I'm an imposter as a therapist because I tell somebody I'm a physical therapist and they go, oh, can you help me with my knee? I don't do that on a regular basis. Right. What I do in the hospital is help people get back to their functional mobility, not like niche pain areas or like strengthening certain things. Like I'm helping you get out of bed. I am strengthening your legs in general, like as a whole to help you get up, but I am not treating you for pain.
Right.
You're not coming to me for 8 weeks for me to come see you 3 times a week and fix it. So I am not well versed in how to fix those things. And it does make me feel like, how can I call myself a physical therapist when I can't even fix something that seems so simple?
Right. But that's not your area.
It's not my area. The things I do at the hospital, I do very well.
Right.
I mean, talk about confidence. I am very good at being a hospital therapist. I'm very good at working in the ICUs and helping people that are on the vent and things like that. I'm very good at that. The same thing that an outpatient therapist wouldn't want to touch.
Right. And see, for me, I would say focus on the fact that in your lane, you're the cream of the crop.
I'm great.
You're the best. Like we have
know it.
We have a mutual
My coworkers.
friend. Oh yeah. We have a mutual friend that's also a therapist. And I have called her about so many things.
And she work on kids.
And she work on kids. You know what? She got an answer already locked and loaded. And she'll say, well, let me see. And to me, she's super intelligent. Mm-hmm. So I don't even, when I've called her and asked her these things or when I've texted her, I don't do it because she's a physical therapist. I do it because if she doesn't know the answer, I know that she's capable enough or smart enough to look it up the way that, because I wouldn't know what to look for. She would know where to go find the information. Mm-hmm. And then in turn, I'm like, okay, I've called you about stuff and you be like, well, that ain't my expertise, but I would believe you would need to do this. And I've went and done it and I was like, that worked perfectly fine. Because to me, you're competent in the area that you're an expert at, whatever that area is. Yeah. And for me, I believe that if you don't know it, you have the ability to be able to know it.
Yeah, I figure it out.
So I think you should just focus. I mean, I'm not saying you, but people in general.
She is talking to me. So
yeah, I am talking to her. Ahead. Absolutely, focus on your lane. And if that's all you need to focus on and you're good in your lane, be so good in your lane that other people come to you and want to know how to get in your lane.
The competence of it all. So if you feel like, oh, I'm not great enough in the area that I work in or that I do that I'm supposed to be good at, fix it. Like learn stuff about it and set goals on how you're going to do that.
Improve.
So yes, what goals, how short-term goals, long-term goals, SMART goals. Right. Look that up. It's a SMART measurable. You know, it's an acronym. SMART goals, so that you can measure the goal and decide a timeline for this goal and make sure that it's achievable and reasonable.
That's right.
And not saying like, oh, I need to go be the best outpatient therapist there is. Right. That's not achievable or reasonable, and that's not going to happen in a time frame that I can do.
Right.
So I need to just focus on being the best at what I'm doing. And if I feel like I need some more, knowledge base in where I am, I can always go look it up.
Always go look it up. I think I'm mid pretty much across the board, but my thought process is like, I might not be great at it, but I'm not great at it. But somebody else is great at it.
Yeah, and I'm going to go find that person and use my resources.
And we talked about in the last episode, one of our episodes is going to be on the village. I got a village of
That's
people
the
that
whole
know.
point of the village.
That is the whole point of the village.
Because it's for somebody to tell you and help you with things that you don't know because you can't know everything.
That's right. And then a Proverbs
I'm not
31
God.
woman also is someone who recognizes their weaknesses and their inabilities and what they may lack, but they also know where to go to get those things. I'm telling you, man, apocalypse happened. Link up with me now.
I will. Don't
Link
worry.
up.
I'm in the circle.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because we got
I'll be
everything.
there.
We got generators. We got guns. We
and
ready.
mini lanterns.
Mini lanterns.
It was so cute, y'all, but it was so big. It was about this tall, but the light was this big. And I was like, I needed this last night when I was in the shower in the dark.
Yeah. I am a prepper.
Yeah. It was super helpful.
I'm ready. We don't even get that kind of weather here in Georgia.
We don't usually. You never know.
But I'm ready.
But so then the confidence comes along when you become more competent and you find the connections with people.
Yes.
So there's the 3 C's: confidence, connection, confidence.
Yeah.
So I figured in my head, you get the confidence when you become more competent and have more connections with people that actually have your best interests at
Yes,
heart.
I agree with
Which
that.
is what we've been talking about getting your friends and finding your community and finding
Right.
the things that make you happy.
That's right. Finding joy.
Finding joy. Joy and happiness are two different things.
Two different things. Happiness to me is temporal.
It's temporary.
Temporal.
Oh, temporal. I was like,
Yeah.
temple.
Come on.
Temporal.
Look,
But
the
it
Ebonics
is-
sometimes
I know.
slips.
You got it that time. But yeah, it is temporary and it is
and joy
fleeting.
is everlasting because joy doesn't come from the things or the objects. It's internal.
It is internal.
Happiness is external. to
Yes,
me.
and you might not be happy today, but you still have joy.
That's right.
Yeah, two different things.
All the other stuff don't matter.
It doesn't. But yeah. Oh, I was gonna say one more thing. Being vulnerable or not being vulnerable rather could also be a part of not having great self-esteem.
Yeah.
Because you have to be vulnerable in order to grow and be uncomfortable
Right.
and learn more about yourself
Right.
and then therefore increase your self-esteem.
And it's okay. And I've been around. I think this might be reasonable to say for a lot of people. Is that at a certain point in time in their life they have to make a choice not to be vulnerable because it's just not a good time.
Yes.
Things
you can't
can-
do it all the time.
yeah,
you have to choose when to
right,
be vulnerable.
right, you
And
have
who
to
you're going to be
choose.
vulnerable with.
And I feel like for
It
me,
might just be with God at the moment.
I mean, for me, I feel like God waited until I was surrounded by people who could handle whatever state I was going to be in when I became vulnerable. Like my husband and some of my cousins that I found later in life and, people like that, like friends to help me because whatever I was going to experience was going to be more than what I would be able to manage on my own. I truly believe that because when the time came for me to be vulnerable, I was like, what is this? This is trash. Like, what is this? Like, I approached it like I was angry at it because I'm like, why am I vulnerable? This doesn't make any sense at this point in time in my life. I'm 30-something years old at the
hard
time.
all this time.
Right. Like, why all of a sudden I need to be vulnerable? Like, what benefit is that going to, what benefits do I
look
get
at
from
you.
me? Look at that. I'm a
Growth.
well-rounded
Growth. Yeah.
Yes. And I think that's reasonable to say for a lot of people who are trying to figure out where their place is on the hierarchy, where, what kind of self-esteem they have, if they're an imposter or not. You're trying to identify who you are and grow as an individual. All of those things come up and they feel like they come at the wrong time.
It does.
It absolutely
But all of
do.
them help you become self-actualized.
Self-actualize, which is the goal.
That is the goal.
Yeah.
For the growth and the purpose of it all.
Of it all.
So you can know who you are.
If you're more confident, you know who you are, then when you get into the kingdom of God, to lift it up, to build up the kingdom of God, the enemy can't tell you otherwise.
Can't tear you down.
Also, when he speaks, you'll know, that's not my Jesus.
Yep.
That's not my
I
Jesus.
shouldn't listen to that.
I shouldn't listen to that.
But all right, y'all, we're going to wrap it up.
Yes.
Wrap it up.
This is episode
9.
Well, we feel so many episodes. We just need to put a placard and just say what
Hey, it's episode 9 right here.
episode 9 right there.
I can't with you.
Well, you
Yeah.
can remember.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to do it. You do. So I'm going to trust that you're going to remember.
I'll do my part.
That she'll do her part.
All right, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment.
Yes.
And tell us how you feel about your self-esteem and if you're an imposter.
That's right.
Write it in the comments.
Right in the comments.
All right. Thank y'all for joining us. See you next time.